Hello everyone. In previous lecture we saw the different types of equipments which are used in construction of the gravity dams, and in this lecture we will see that equipment. We will study that equipment in details about its working. So first we will see about the drag lines. Drag lines, or we can say them as drag lines excavators. So it is used for digging at, or you can say, or below operating level in the excavation work of earth. So it is most flexible excavating machine tool. It is favorable when other equipments are not useful. It has more reach than shovel, either for excavation or for disposal. It can dig below its base level. In drag line, the bottom of shovel is replaced by crane boom and shovel dipper by drag line bucket. So depending upon the type of material to be excavated, the buckets are used. So the bucket sizes are given over here, weight of bucket, also the capacity varies, and it is between 1.15 meter cube to 3 meter cube. So they are truck mounted, crawler mounted, wheel mounted. So the length of the drag line is given, it is between 15 meter to 74 meter. Boom angle is given, it is between 20 to 45 meter. Dumping radius between 12 to 26 meter. Digging depth and speed is also given, speed is between 2 to 50 kilometer per hour. So how does it works? So we will see about the working of drag line. So it has both operation of excavation and disposal. At the time of working, the bucket swings and kept on the material to be excavated, and then hauling its front towards the base of the machine, excavation and filling is done simultaneously. So this is the image for drag line. Next is back trench or hoe excavator. So it is used for it is also used for digging foundation trenches below the operating level. So used for dragging foundation trenches below the operating level. So this is your back trench hoe excavator. In this way it carry out its work of excavating the foundation trenches. Next is the skimmer excavator. So it is used for surface excavation and leveling. So the equipments like hammer, nails, wedges are required for timbering and strutting in this case. So this is the image for skimmer excavator. Next is girders or trestles. So it is a horizontal member temporarily give the support to the formwork of RCC slab. So it means purpose is to give the support to the formwork of RCC slab. So it is generally used for a longer slab and a shorter span of RCC slab to be casted. Adjustable telescope girder is recent innovation in scaffolding industry. So it requires the span required can be adjusted with the help of telescopic girder, and non-adjustable girders are available in various length of span, generally for shorter span. So these simple girders are also used to support the centering work of the RCC slab steel plates or wooden planks. So from this we can say that they are used to, first of all, they are used to give the support. They are temporarily giving the support to the formwork of RCC slab, and second, they are also used to support the centering work of the RCC slab steel plates or wooden planks. So this is the steel girders. Non-adjustable girders is for shorter span, and simple girder adjustable telescopic girder. These are the telescopic props. So these are widely used in all types of construction of various structures. So, like multi-storied building, bridges, dams, etc. for supporting the centering work or foam work made for various members such as slabs, beams and any other. Next is your conveying RMC. So, after preparation of concrete in plants or at transportation on site, it is important that prepared concrete should be transported. So, it should be transported at the required place without disturbing its characteristics like strength, workability, consistency, likewise. So, whenever after preparation of concrete in plants we are doing the transportation, then at that time, so it is very important that this concrete should be transported at the required place, but without disturbing the characteristics like strength, workability, consistency. So, transportation of RMC becomes prime important factor, and concrete can be transported by a various variety of methods and equipments. So, this equipment maintains the homogeneity. So, whatever the homogeneity of the concrete is maintained through this equipment through travel from source to destination point. If proper precautions are taken, then this can be done, and these methods adopted for conveying the concretes are. So, we will see about the methods. So, mortar pan, belt conveyors, pump and pipelines, truck mixer and dumper, transist mixer, skip and hoist, wheelbarrow, hand cart, chute, helicopters. So, first is the transist mixer. So, it is very effective and popular equipment. It is used for transportation of concrete over a long distance, and these are used in RMC plants. So, transist mixer is what? It is a simply a truck mounted mixer. So, capacity is given of this transist mixer that is between 4 to 7 meter cube. So, functionally there are two types of transist mixers. So, in one type mixed concrete is transported to the site by keeping it agitated all along at a speed of 2 to 6 rpm. So, in other type of concrete is batched at plant, and mixing is done in truck mixer. So, during travel or at destination. This is your transist mixer. So, for longer transportation, this gives us the better result, and it consists of rotating drum about the central axis, and these are mounted on the drum. So, speed on the rotating is between 4 to 6 rpm. Revolutions are limited, that is to 300 for mixing and agitations. So, nowadays for effective transportation of concrete pumps are mounted on truck. Carrying transist mixer placer pumps are also provided with concrete pump, so that concrete discharge from mixer is pumped and placed directly in formwork of structure. So, the safe time of transportation of RMC is lower value of 90 minutes time taken for 300 revolutions of drum.